Speaking of driving, gas prices are reaching new highs this year. On Friday, the national average climbed to $3.40. This is according to AAA. Here in Texas, we are spending $2.89 per gallon. That was just last month. And now we're seeing prices reach $3.16 a gallon. Here to give us some insight on this latest trend is Doug Shupe with AAA. Good morning, sir. Thank you for your time this morning. Talk to us about why we're seeing higher prices at the pump.
Yeah, good morning, Zach. Thanks for having me on. As you said, prices are rising. The average in the Houston area as of today, $3.09 for a gallon of regular unleaded. That is 15 cents higher than a week ago. It's 20 cents higher than a month ago, and about 10 cents higher than what we were paying last year at this time. There are several factors for why we're seeing these increases. Number one, crude oil prices are higher. They're now above $80 per barrel. Also, we're seeing increased demand. Of course, recently had spring break. Many other cities around Texas are starting spring break soon and into next week. So that demand for gasoline puts upward pressure on the prices at the pump. And then also, so that causes supplies to go down. And then finally, we're getting closer to that switch over to the more expensive summer blend fuel. Summer blend fuel has to be sold in Texas by May 1st, but it does, in some years, enter the marketplace a little bit earlier, like early April, even mid-April.
Yeah, all makes sense. It sort of feels a little like deja vu. With that said, Doug, do we anticipate we'll see these higher prices continue into Memorial Day, 4th of July, these summer months?
That's the big question. You know, we don't see anything right now on the horizon that would be bringing the prices down, especially as I mentioned, that switch over to the summer blend fuel, which has to happen by May 1st. That more expensive summer blend fuel, it is more expensive to produce because it's made to be less likely to evaporate in the warmer temperatures. But it does add about 15 to 20 cents more per gallon than the winter blend fuel. So with that, also with Memorial Day coming up, and we're anticipating a very busy summer for travelers, all of those factors indicate that it's likely we're going to see prices either go up a little bit or stay where they are right now. But we're going to have to keep watching this week after week.
I know. I think it was a few years ago, actually, when we were in Los Angeles, working with you on a story. I recall prices in LA at the time were record high. I mean, they were more than $5 a gallon. Are we anticipating that high of prices this time around?
No, of course, you know, in California, we do have higher taxes. There's also just, the fuel has to be made differently for environmental reasons. And so we're not anticipating anything like that in Texas, but we could see the prices, you know, move a little higher, just fluctuate in the coming weeks as more and more people hit the roads. And that's why AAA Texas is always reminding drivers to do whatever they can to maximize fuel efficiency. Whether the prices are going up or going down, you want to always think about ways you can save on your fuel economy. Things like keeping your vehicle well maintained, including properly inflated tires. Also making sure that you're adjusting your driving style. One of the biggest factors for wasting fuel is humans, okay? So making sure that you're obeying the speed limit. The faster the vehicle is moving, the more you're burning. Also, avoid those jackrabbit starts. Don't slam on the gas pedal when the light turns green. And then some other things you can do, lighten the load of your vehicle. Get rid of all those bulky items that you don't need for your daily commute, because the heavier the vehicle is, the more you're paying to drive it around. And as it starts to warm up, try to park in the shade or use a windshield screen to lessen the heat buildup in your car so your AC doesn't have to work as hard to cool it off when you get back inside.
Yeah, all good tips, great suggestions. As always, sir, thank you very much, Doug. We appreciate it.
Anytime, Zach. Thank you.